Estado de Zacatecas, como te recuerdo por donde yo voy.
Hi guys, welcome back. This is your girl Diana.
And this is your girl Cyntia.
And this is Chingonas Talk About It. Welcome back to the last fucking week of February. How about that?
El último.
Hey dude, February's that long for fucking 28 days.
Yeah, for real, right?
It seemed longer, dude.
I feel like it was over last week and shit.
For real. Who put fucking February on the calendar? I'm just kidding. Shout out
Me
to
waiting for it to be March already?
Pues ya entramos a the Pisces season. So shout out to todos los Pisces out there. Shout out to you guys, little fishes in the water. As a fellow water sign with some Pisces in me, hello. I hope we come in peace, and I hope fucking March is good. What the fuck?
Of course, it's my birthday.
For real. Hey, dude, you would be born on fucking
Right?
Women's Day.
A huevo.
A huevo, dude.
I'm a whole package, right?
Neta.
Right?
Simon, you're a fucking catch, dude.
Yeah.
Get it? A fish.
You're stupid.
Oh my god, whole time.
You're ugly.
You thought about it too.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
At the fucking lake and shit,
You're
catching
stupid.
a fish. There it is. Like, I'm still getting though. How are you, hermana? Let's do a little recap. Tell people how are you.
I'm doing very well.
Sorry, I took you out of your little coziness right now.
No. I was just.
It was like I got here first, and then I left, and then you got here, and
Yeah.
you were waiting, and then I was just like, elevator music.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
Okay, but I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, how fucking are you?
Doing good. I'm very busy now.
Dude, you're fucking busy. This bitch called me the other day, and I was busy, and then I called her back, and she's like, I have to call you back. I'm like, at a dinner. And I'm like,
dinner.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Damn, bitch.
Because you were gonna be the person that I talked to on my drive. Like
you
to
didn't
my
fucking
event.
call me. Who'd you call, your husband?
I called you.
No, you didn't. Oh, because I didn't answer.
Yeah.
I thought you were drive back.
No. Yeah, the back. Ya estaba ocupada.
¿A qué le tiramos, corazón?
You're stupid.
¿A dónde vamos?
How have you been?
No. Let's talk about you because you're
No,
busy.
clearly you don't want to talk about
You still
me.
got a job?
Yeah.
The whole month you've been out and about with your work, dude.
Right?
Damn.
Bien, pinche. Bien patriótica.
For real, dude. You like your job, huh?
Yeah. You know what? I have my coworker that works at okay, clearly everybody knows I work at a bake.
Clearly.
But there's my coworker that doesn't watch us, by the way, works in card services.
Uh-huh. She does?
Yeah.
Damn.
For the same company. And then for the bowling event, she messaged me because I posted on Snapchat. She messaged me. She's like, you would be at a fucking job event.
Dude, I love it. I love it. You know what? I to be honest, I told mom that you have the best time when you're with your fucking clica.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mama, she likes it.
Sí la tratan
No,
bien.
le encanta ir a esas pinches mamadas. Sign me up.
Yeah. It's just like they're a vibe.
Yeah, I know. I seen you in your clica shit.
Yeah. I tell them like everybody all the time, like, oh, I love going to work. It's like,
I
bitch,
fucking love it here.
bitch, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, I like
work.
getting paid.
¿Cómo dice el TikTok? Fuck you and your kids. I'm just kidding. Well, that's good, girl. You're busy as fuck.
I am. I just added a lot of more things to my life.
Yeah, dude.
And it's
that's
like,
crazy.
Cabrón. Like, no, like, you didn't have enough. Yeah.
I like that. My dad says que andas al 100, dude. I swear, my dad, when he talks about you, I feel like he's talking about some fucking high politician. He speaks highly of you.
Yeah, he always does.
Yeah, he does.
Clearly,
low-key.
I'm his favorite.
I think so, yeah. Because he'd be like, no, esa Cyntia, anda al putazo and shit. I'm like, damn.
Or when he wants to check you guys, he'll say like, no, habla con Cyntia.
For real.
Right?
Habla con Cyntia. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah, I love my dad.
Todo el paquete, güey.
Yeah.
Once again, a catch.
That's why he treats Luis so good, right?
Yeah, he loves Louis, dude.
Like, he's like, damn.
¿Cómo está el manager? ¿Todo bien, ya?
Todo bien, yeah.
Ay, mi cuñada.
We had a rough time, actually.
I'm telling you, February's hard, dude.
What's the time?
Oh, we're good on time, girl. Don't worry about it.
No, yeah. Luis gave me a very nice anniversary gift.
Está la verga.
We didn't talk about it, right?
No, yo aquí, yo tengo las manos cruzadas. Yo no quiero hablar de eso, güey.
Oh, there was a lot of things that happened.
Let's just say the castañedas were stressed, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, shout out to the cuñado. Shout out to the manager.
Yeah, shout out.
I'm glad you're okay.
Glad you're alive.
Motherfucker. Fucking scared us, piece of shit.
But
Anyways.
apparently Lewis's favorite number 6. If you know, you know.
Dude, I'm thinking like angel numbers. I'm like, oh my god, what does that mean? 666 is the devil. He would.
He would.
No, but like, low-key, talking about angel numbers, do you believe in that?
Oh, no.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
like 222444.
Neta, wait, neta. I've never thought about it, but this week I've been seeing 333 a lot. I've woken up at 3 o'clock with 33
Are you
minutes.
sure you're not like falling asleep?
No,
and
I'm
you
not on
see
the perk. I'm not
and
on
you
the
see
perk.
the McDonald's,
You got the perk?
the McDonald's logo or somewhere. Okay.
The fuck? No, but I have been seeing 333 a lot. Do I looked it up?
What is it?
Like, trust your intuition or some shit. Like, oh, ponte las pilas and some shit like that. Angel numbers are speaking to me, dude.
Really, I've never
And then I saw a 5.
encountered. I've never encountered angel numbers.
It was just been creepy because I woke up at 333 and I saw my messages and someone had messaged me at 3332 too.
Oh, really?
Then
That woke you up, stupid
No,
bitch.
my phone was on Do Not Disturb. My phone was on Do Not Disturb, so no, it wake me up, you stupid bitch. I woke up because I woke up.
This bitch. Fuck, somebody texted me.
No.
And I woke up at the same time. Whole time the text message.
Como la señora Rivera, rest in peace. No, bitch, I literally
The
like
text message woke you up and
my shit goes off at 10 p.m.
Hell no.
Do not disturb. No, Bible can no, Cynthia.
No.
Cynthia! Hi, Cynthia.
Bible on page 33. Stupid ass.
You're stupid. Anyways, never telling you anything about my angel numbers. Anyway, hey, talking about spiritual journeys.
Okay.
Did you go get your ashes? No,
Yeah,
you didn't.
yes,
You
I
stupid
did.
bitch. No, you
Yes, I
did.
did.
You
Yes, I
did.
did.
I respect that.
We went to
I
a new
respect
church
that.
because we were looking for later times.
Which one did you go to? Shout 'em out.
In Cicero, I went to the one it's on,
Our church is that still open or no?
I think certain days. Like they have like a schedule. But I went to the church on, what the
By
fuck?
Mere?
Yeah.
Damn.
Behind Merenderos, if you know, you know.
The church behind Menenderos.
Yeah, that's where we went. It's Cicero.
It's
what
really,
is
it looked really pretty.
35th?
It looked really nice.
Yeah.
Amplia,
25th,
amplia.
35th. I don't know.
Yeah. 31st and shit.
No, I
No,
don't
I
know.
think it was
Or
35th.
Behind Merenderos.
It looked nice.
Cicero Merenderos.
Ah. I like how our mom in the group chat will be like, hoy es miércoles de ceniza. Or hoy no se come carne and shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude. Like, that's a good reminder.
You know what? I came at my mom because mom's like, because Diana fucking sent her schedule of what time she was gonna go get her ashes.
Yeah.
God forbid, you know.
Primero Dios.
Anyway, she posted on our family group like, oh, I am going to go receive my ashes at this time with this person.
Yeah, namaste,
and I'm
bitch.
gonna sit on this bench and all this, right? She gave all the
Because
information.
I went with my coworker, dude.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then and then my mom's like, you guys, like the other siblings, you guys make sure to find a time. And whole time mom didn't go.
Low-key, I didn't find that until later.
Yeah, I told her like,
I thought she was going. She told me.
like, I don't know, se me salió, but I was like, ¿qué loco que anda de alcahueta diciendo que vayamos?
A las muchas cenizas.
Yeah,
¿no?
and she didn't go herself, but
That's
like
crazy.
she was excused because Mother Nature came at them.
I don't know, dude. I've been talking about religion a lot, and I just with certain people, and I don't know, like
Think God's calling you to be a nun?
God, is that you? I see the light.
Hey,
Stupidas.
like this video of you see her
You're
being a
goofy as
monk.
fuck. Don't fucking touch me. You don't even touch me.
I didn't even touch you.
Está helado, mami.
Yeah, so it's 10 times harder. It's cold. I get up to restart the camera.
Dude,
And I
last
have
time
to
I didn't like
rearrange.
transition, like when you like got up. And low-key, I wanted people to see, like I saw that and I was like, oops. But guess what? That's how real we are because we are a very low budget entertainment.
If you want to do community work, you guys could
In
come and
the
press.
eyes of an
You guys could come
angel.
press the camera button. You're so bad.
Dude, that's fucked up.
You know what?
Low-key, I'm fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
why
for
would I
real.
say that? Like, I'm sorry.
You just finished saying how holy you are.
I'm not that holy. I feel like a religion has been talked about a lot with a lot of people recently, and I just feel like, damn, like
Maybe you could be like a mentor.
I read
something.
Buddhist books at work. My meditations are Buddhist. That's like my daily thing to go to. I like going to church because it makes me feel peaceful, and I guess that makes me a Catholic because
Makes you feel peaceful with yourself or with Jesus Christ.
I think with myself because I'm like, God, like I'm here, you there, what,
You see me.
you see me, tú no me ves, but like I'm not like, oh my God, like I guess like a hardcore Catholic. So I don't know, like, am I fucked up? And then I have like my crystals, and I believe in the full moon and stuff like that. So am I divided, dude?
You are.
Okay, I think it makes me feel better because I feel like, oh, it is being Cristiana. Like I'm not.
Yeah. But you know what? Like okay, ahorita que we started Lent, and
All the posts on Facebook and shit.
no, but like I'm a strong believer. Like if you're holding off from eating meat, hold off from talking shit about people too.
Oh yeah, low key.
My mom, I swear, like there's a lot of things that I hold back. Believe it or not.
Did you? Go ahead. Go. I'm gonna give you something. Go ahead.
In the morning, my mom sent a message like, "Hijos, ahora no se come carne."
Yeah.
Right? And I wanted to reply, but I said it out loud because I was like, send virtually,
Right.
I was like, ni gente madre. I was gonna reply that to her, but I was like, no. She tried to do a good deed, reminding us not to eat meat. Let me not, be an asshole.
My boyfriend's like that. Yeah. He says that tragan santos y comen, or something like that. Comen.
It's a saying, es tragas santos y cagas diablos.
There you go. But I think in general, I feel like I think we always stand by this. If you're genuinely a good person and you mean well, maybe you don't have to go to church to be, I guess, defined in the world as this good person. As long as you're doing good deeds and you're not hurting anybody, you don't have to be associated with any religion.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, so that's like been talked about a lot at work too. And then at work we have this thing like, who are we giving up for Lent? Because we have students, and if you're in a teaching setting or a school setting, it's like we have to give up people for Lent because some students are just like, God's like, it's just a lot.
Oh, wow.
Like a lot of disrespect. So sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm giving up this person for Lent, or I'm giving up something for Lent, because a lot of people actually, or people in general, like a lot of people push your buttons, dude. They push your fucking buttons to the point where you're just like, God, like I'm just gonna give up. Like real talk, right?
They're probably just testing you.
The waters.
Like how far you'd
go. So it's kind of like a joke at work.
¿Y qué me ibas a decir? ¿Qué?
No, that was gonna tell you that at work we'd be like, well, this year who we getting up for Lent? Like who's getting on our last nerves, or who's pushing our buttons to the point where like I think like this month we had like at least a handful of students. They're like constantly yelling at us, like they'll just tell you to fuck off, and they have.
Wow.
So those are the type of people who were just
raised
like,
these kids?
I don't know, but those are the type of people that we're like, maybe we should give them up for Lent, because we have to keep our composure. But when you have a 15-year-old telling you to fuck off, pues está cabrón.
Yeah. Gio, today.
So you to fuck off?
No. He wouldn't have a mouth right now.
So much.
He was still trying to be looking for his teeth.
In the arms of
okay, anyways,
an angel.
before I left to work, I told Gio, I was like it's really cold outside. Make sure you wear your big jacket. He has two jackets.
Ponte las pilas, morro.
Yeah, he has two jackets. He has his. It's fucking bitter cold, but the Belago, and it's the one like, oh shit, it was fucking cold. Okay, so I told him, I was like, it's
La livianita and shit.
I was like, it's really cold outside. Can you please wear your big jacket? And then I get to work and he texts me,
I'm cold.
My teacher told me to send you this message. I didn't bring a jacket to school today. Vergüenzas?
Vergüenza, pinche morrillo atravesado, pinche.
You give me like
acelerado.
The parents, like,
they'd be like, who is the mother sending these kids without a jacket?
Yeah, the parents are the ones that like se los llevan entre las patas por los pinches acciones de los morrillos. I'm trying to raise my kid right, and I'm trying to make sure he doesn't get hypothermia on his 4-block walk.
Para decirte esto, I needed this important form signed for an important meeting. I gave the kid 3 papers of the same copy, and she lost 2, and then one of them they hadn't gotten back, and it's a deadline, so I needed to do that. Call the mom. Hey, ¿cómo anda? ¿Todo bien? Blah, blah, blah. No, ya lo firmé hace 2 semanas. No estará en la mochila. Pues no sé, pregúntale.
Wow.
Bro, I hanged up the phone. In 10 minutes, that student walked into my office with the paper. The date, 2 weeks ago date.
Wow.
I'm like, le llamó, dijo, hey, ¿dónde estás? El otro día también. Anyways.
Estuvo buena la plática.
Yeah, dude. I'm just saying. Crazy things I see in working at a high school. I love my kids, and sometimes I just do the best for you
We
guys.
went from land to fucking
I'm telling you.
high school counselor, y luego
Anyways.
snake.
But I've been good. I've been on my toes.
You heard me?
I'm trying to protect the world
You
and
heard me,
shit.
bitch?
Huh?
I said you were a snake too. I added that.
Your daughter would thank me one day.
I don't know.
I'm trying to protect these kids, but I guess. But yes, moving on. Actually, guys, today's episode is actually going to be longer than usual. We have a special caller.
Yes, very special.
We've been anticipating having this person on Chingonas.
He's one of the first persons that found out we were gonna do a pod.
Yeah, and I think he like texts us and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me just let them ask him if they're ready. So let's just recap. Okay. So like I was saying, this person is our brother. He's our brother from California. He has been following Chingonas, so shout out to you. And we've been trying to like think about a topic that we can collect your thoughts, bitch. We're thinking about a topic that when we can, talk and have a conversation with. I feel like our brother he's very silly, I feel like, but he's very quiet and chill. And I feel like my other brother, Louis, he's very like that, as I guess the same too. And we just talk, and this became a joke. Puras cochinadas.
Cochinadas?
So it's just funny that we're going to have him on the call. And I'm very excited. So let's call our brother Andy. And we are doing Cali time. So let's see. I'm excited.
Dun, 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 dun.
Even answers cute. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Hi, brother.
How are you?
Hi. I'm doing well tonight. How are you guys?
Good. How are you? Welcome to Chingonas. Talk about it. You are officially on the
Finally.
call. I know. We were just saying how we were just trying to pick a topic that we can all talk and just chit chat about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited that you're here.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, you're nervous?
No, you're talking to Andy here. Professional.
Awesome. So yes, you are definitely on the call. I have you connected here on Bluetooth. And then Cynthia.
Anything in particular you
No
wanna...
cochinadas, Cynthia.
No cochinadas today, brother. I'll behave.
All right.
Okay.
I'll keep it G-rated.
Okay. So please present yourself. You are on the call. Sorry, introduce yourself.
Oh, my name's Andy. I'm Cynthia and Diana's big brother.
Woo! I did mention that we're calling our brother Andy from Cali. So thank you for being on the call. I appreciate it. We honestly been trying to have you here. I just, we do talk out of our asses a lot. So I was like, no, I feel like if we put you on the call, it has to be a good topic.
Like a serious topic.
Serious.
Because we're talking to our older brother.
We gotta be serious. And Cindy can't talk about cochinadas.
I can't, no.
I know.
So how are you, Andy? How's Cali right now? How's the weather over there?
The weather in Southern California right now is basically all rain. Nothing in the forecast but rain.
Just
wow.
rain.
Is it cold though?
It's in the low 40s, you would say,
Oh, wow.
most of the day, and then into the night, probably about the same.
Okay. How was your birthday? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Well, my birthday was good. Had to work that day, unfortunately, but it's okay. Not a problem with me. I'm used to it, basically.
Another $1.
So,
Make $1.
so yeah, it was fine. Good.
Okay.
So once you get older, do you stop celebrating birthdays? You tell us, because you're You're wise and mature.
I think Cynthia's nervous.
No, I'm not. I'm just being.
I would say a little bit, yeah. It's like sometimes I'll forget like how old am I, and then I'll get like reminded like, oh wait a minute, I gotta do the math, and then Kristen will remind me
Or your niece.
that. Yeah, basically of how old I am.
Do you feel the age that you are, or do you feel like you're older, younger?
No, I definitely feel the age that I am for sure on that.
Okay.
I got aches and pains and a whole list of medical conditions now I have to worry about.
Oh, wow. Andy, when you were younger, were you like that, oh, it's my birthday, let me like make a big party or like buy a bottle at the club? What was young Andy like?
None of those basically. When I was younger, I think I only had like one birthday party like my mom like threw for me.
Oh.
That was probably sometime before I was like 10. She threw me a party. And then once I got into like my teens, I really didn't have any like major like birthday parties. I mean, people would come over to the house just to say hi and maybe like a little backyard barbecue or something, but nothing like crazy. And then in my 20s, also nothing. No type of parties or anything like that. And then in my 30s, nothing either. No parties, no bottles at the clubs, no nothing.
No popping bottles?
No popping bottles? What?
Are you a Figueroa?
I know.
Are you? Yeah. Are you?
Are you a Figueroa? You never got in a DUI? What?
No, not even DUI. Can you believe that? It must be my white side that is, holding me back.
Let's talk about that, Andy.
I can't believe Andy never blessed a bottle for his birthday.
Andy, do you know what blessing the bottle means?
I don't even drink beer.
Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you.
I think that's awesome.
I hardly ever drink.
Oh, wow.
Do you not crave it? You just not like you don't like alcohol?
No, I just sometimes I'll drink like hard liquor once in a great while.
Damn,
but
Jamerson.
Like,
Damn, Jamerson.
Once in a while, an Irish coffee. I'll make it here at the house.
Okay.
Once in a while.
Andy, like you did mention about the white side of you. Being Mexican is white. Have you is that growing up? How was that for you?
It is a struggle.
Okay, let's talk about that. That's real.
All right. So yes, it's very real. Well, basically, when people see me, if I'm hanging out with like a real Mexican audience, they assume that I speak Spanish because they see a brown man. Mm-hmm. But inside, I'm a white guy.
Okay.
It's like when I listen to your podcast, I only hear the English part of it. I never understand the Spanish part of it.
Got it. Thank you. Thanks for the heads up. Now I know.
Sorry.
You gotta play detective, and you gotta figure out what are they trying to say, or you kind of have to put the pieces together where the story's going.
Is that where us talking cochinadas came from? Like you know that when it comes in Spanish, it's probably not something real good.
Well, I know once it comes in Spanish, it's gonna be really good.
But do you understand like some Spanish, right? Like if someone's obviously offending you, you know that they're not being respectful.
Well, I can understand maybe like what the person is asking me or they're trying to say. Mm-hmm. But as far as like holding a conversation or anything like that, I'm lost. Like I barely know how to order from like a menu at a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, but you love Mexican food.
To roll my R's. Oh, for sure.
I know you're funny. But yeah, so growing up as a kid, like you would tell your friends, be like, hey, like I'm Mexican and white, or they would just assume because of your last name or what?
Well, for my last name, like for sure. I mean, growing up, Andres Figueroa, most people don't say Andres like that. They'll just call me Andy. But then they're like, well, why is your name Andres? I'm like, I don't know. That's what my mom named me. She doesn't even know why she named me that when she never even called me that a day in her life.
Oh, wow.
Your mom never called you Andres? She just called you Andy?
Never. She never called me Andres.
Aww. Would you like for people to
when
call
she
you
used to
Andres?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, it's fine. Everybody always just calls me Andy. My work shirts actually say Andres on them.
That's so cool.
Oh wow, I was about to ask that.
That's badass.
What about work? But at work they call you Andy, or like when they first meet you they'll call you Andres?
When they first meet me, they'll see my tag because there's like a lot of people at my work that I don't see on the regular basis, and they don't even know who I am. So they'll see my name and say, "Oh," they call me. Usually it's Andre because they don't know that.
What's up, Andre? That's a whole nother race. So, Andy, growing up, being Mexican and white was a struggle for you. But was it mostly like just the language that was frustrating, or just like the cultures of both sides?
Oh no. Well, my grandma is obviously she's full Mexican, and basically I lived with her until I got pretty much married. So, and then my grandpa, he made, Mexican food all the time, even though he was a white guy. And then, growing up with the restaurants, up the street, Uncle Andres, his restaurant down up the street, it wasn't like anything like out of the ordinary. And then plus you live in Southern California, it's practically Mexico here.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a culture shock or anything.
It was just hard sometimes ordering the food. You're like, oh, I want this, I want that.
No, not really. I mean, more the food part I definitely got, but just the normal communication for sure was a struggle sometimes.
Did you
and then wanted to hear a crazy story?
Yes.
I got hired a few years back, a while ago. I worked for a Mexican cookie company, Gamesa. And all I would do is go to Mexican markets, carnicerias, and promote and produce and, make our cookie well known. So I was selling Mexican cookies to, Mexican markets without really knowing the language.
Wow.
It's like the, I don't know have you ever seen the movie Mean Girls?
No.
Oh, there's like a funny reference in there, like, if you're from Africa, then why are you white? So, like, I guess people would maybe just confuse you and be like, oh, like your name is Mexican, right? But you don't look like, I guess, like the stereotypical Mexican, right? Dude, would you get that a lot?
I guess I do. I mean, I'm I guess, not the brownest of brown, but I got a nice tan for sure.
Yeah, you got that Cali tan for sure. Did you ever have any Mexican friends growing up?
Oh yeah, all my best friends are Mexican, basically.
So for sure, like you connected a lot with your Mexican culture.
Oh yeah.
I love that. What is your favorite Mexican dish? I can guess it for you.
Oh man, well for sure, I love my fair share of enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
I've been on a really kick lately of chilaquiles lately.
Chilaquiles.
Even
Okay.
for like dinner.
Red or green? Red or green?
Oh, green.
Damn. I love green.
I had some green chilaquiles yesterday.
Yeah. But do you like the eggs and all that with the meat, or just the chilaquiles?
Well, the place that I go to, they just put the eggs. With the meat, they charge you extra, and I don't like to pay extra. So
funny. That's like
a true
way.
Figueroa.
True Figueroa. So with like your family and stuff, did you enjoy growing up, like, I guess being mixed, or were you just like, I don't care, like it's just like my friends are Mexican, I don't see a difference, like who cares? Did it ever bother you?
No, not at all. No, I mean, I grew up in basically it has like all cultures in Pasadena that I went to school with. So I grew up with Asian kids, black kids, Mexican kids, white kids, yellow, green kids. I don't know.
Yeah,
all
I
the
love
colors of
that.
the rainbow, I guess.
I love that. I love that there's a diversity.
Yeah, it was very diversified for sure.
I love that. Come to Chicago, you see a lot of things. Would you ever consider moving from California?
No.
Do you like the cold?
Teslas don't drive in the snow.
Chill.
Yeah, they're not good for charging in the cold weather.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I've never even thought that I would, basically live anywhere other than Pasadena, where I grew up. And then, sure enough, I'm 2 hours away from it now in Riverside County.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe retirement. I don't know, maybe live somewhere else.
Don't retire in Chicago.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people going to Florida. I don't know about Chicago. Yeah, it's just really cold. I mean, I'm sure
I don't know, maybe I might buy some goats and maybe become a farmer. Sell cheese.
Let's keep it in the family. Let's go.
Family business, family competition.
I know a seller. He sells goats and whatnot. We'll give you a good price.
Yeah. Gotta go big.
So Andy, thank you once again for being on the call. But we do want to talk more about like a serious topic. I know we talk some silly stuff sometimes, but I did want the viewers and the listeners to know who you are. A little bit about your background and stuff. But I do want to talk about a subject that I've heard some of our friends. Cynthia, I think maybe you can relate a little bit. Talk about this, and I just actually, now that you went through this, and you're willing to talk about this and just the journey that you guys you and your wife went through about adoption. So
okay.
So please just tell us your adoption story and how it came about.
Okay, so this was maybe close to about 9 years ago. So me and my wife, we inquired about adoption. And with our situation, we found that going through the county is a lot quicker and a lot less expensive than going through like an agency through a private adoption. So I think once a month, the county holds like a kind of like an orientation where you can go and then they kind of tell you the story of, adoption or foster care of a child. So you go there, they tell you, what to expect, the pros and the cons. And then if you like it and you like what you hear, they have you fill out like an application. And with the application, they review it. And then if they like your application, then they give you, I think, like another set of papers to fill out. Okay. And then with that, you fill that out, then I think you get placed with a social worker. Mm-hmm. And then the social worker reviews all your stuff, kind of asks you more questions of, what are you looking for, basically. And with our situation, we wanted to look for either a boy or a girl, close to like the newborn range of age. We kind of wanted it where it's either kind of like us. My wife's half black, half white, me Mexican and white. So kind of like similar to what's going on here with our situation. Mm-hmm. And then, let's see, after they did that, they asked for like a letter of recommendation where, a family member can write this letter basically describing you, telling you, what, your story is. And then after they do that, they review that, they give you like another long list of, papers to look at, things to fill out, questionnaires about yourself, questionnaires about your wife, your basically your life story of like, how did you grow up? What did you do? How would you handle this situation? How would you handle that situation? And then if they like that, then they enroll you in a parenting class. I think the parenting class was 6 weeks. And it's like once a week you meet there at the county's office with a lot of other couples, which they're looking either to adopt or foster. And they, they talk about, what to expect with the kid coming in, how would you handle this situation. But it was tended more for older kids, basically, kind of like with if you bring them into your home, like an older like foster kid, Not really for what we're looking for with newborns, basically, because you're pretty much starting fresh with a newborn.
Yeah.
But it's just basically, it was emotional. They called it "What's in Your Emotional Suitcase" for kids. And then the course was 6 weeks, every like Tuesday or Thursday for a few hours at night. And then after you completed that, and then you get a certificate stating that you completed the course, and then you can submit that to the county of Riverside. The county does a home inspection, and while they're doing their home inspection, you're paired up with a social worker. Social worker is trying to place a child with you that best match what you're looking for. And then it's kind of like a waiting game after that. So after they do their inspections, it's as basically you're just waiting for, social worker to call you, say,
Like a
we
match?
have a match.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, we have a match or something that, you might want to take a look at this.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, with us, we were pretty quick for some reason. I think it was like maybe a few weeks after we completed the course and the home inspection with the county that we were pretty much matched up with somebody really quick. They'd tell us to come in. They gave us like a quick rundown of the child, going through like what they know about him, where he's currently at as far as in the system. He was already paired up with another foster family, but they, I guess, fell on hard times where they couldn't officially have the kid there for some reason. I think the parents were going through like a separation or something, so they weren't really stable. So when that happened, so they called us in, and they, like I said, they shared a little bit of information with Kristen and I about the child, kind of giving us the rundown situation of where he's at, why they're taking him. Would you be interested? And you kind of have to give an answer on the spot. And if you say no, then they obviously they keep looking for another match. And if you say yes, then when we said yes, they gave us a little picture of what the child would look like. So it was perfect for us because it pretty much checked all of our boxes as far as what we wanted. So we said yes. They started up the paperwork as far as when can we place them. The social worker will basically deliver the kid to us, and that's pretty much it. So I think it took after that maybe about a week. They told us in there that we were going to meet our son, and we really didn't because I guess there was a situation with a foster family that was going to adopt him, but they couldn't provide that one meeting in between. So we adopted him without ever seeing him or meeting him or anything like that.
Wow. I didn't know it works like that. I thought I don't want to say a trial, but you get to spend some time with them where your adoptive kid before, I guess, saying yes. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It worked like that. That seems really fast, right?
With our situation, yeah, they said it was pretty quick because in this county they have a lot of mixed kids, and we were looking for a mixed kid like us. Mm-hmm. So it helped out, kind of get us to that front of the line, and then plus it was a perfect situation for us because we wanted the newborn, we wanted the mixed kid, and we didn't care if it was a boy or a girl at first, not at all. And luckily, it worked out fine.
Wow.
Aww.
But technically, once they place the child in your home, you're really a foster parent until the adoption goes through.
Got it.
And then that's when the judge has to sign off on it. So that I would say it took another 5 or 6 months after that, from the time that he was placed till he was officially adopted by us. And then in that time frame, the county, they still come to your house. They'll do like a home inspection to make sure that the child's, being cared for. They look at the child's body to make sure he's not any type of abuse or anything like that.
Aww.
And I think they came like maybe once a month once a week
Oh, wow.
until the adoption was finally finalized.
Oh, wow. How old was Andrew when you guys adopted
11
him?
months when we adopted him,
Okay. And
or when we fostered him.
okay, so I mean, like he might or might not have responded to his name, like his birth name. Did you guys ever think about that, like changing or keeping the name? Was that ever in question, or you guys knew you wanted to start like
No,
from zero, basically?
Yeah, definitely we wanted to change his name at first because we wanted kind of like a fresh start with him.
Okay.
So once he was, we've always used the name that we gave him at first so he can get used to it. And then once the judge signed off on the adoption, then they also signed legally his new name. Like you could put that in the paperwork to have it submitted. So his name gets legally changed as soon as the judge signs off on the adoption. And then also too, after that, we went to the Social Security office and got him a new Social Security number too. So he's like completely,
A new
like
person.
Yeah, basically a new person.
Wow.
That is crazy.
There's so many steps.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps.
But I feel like, I don't know why I envision the process is way longer.
Because the movies.
You're right?
Yeah.
You're stupid.
I know, but right? The movies.
I think also too, like private adoption, I think it's definitely, maybe it goes a lot longer. It takes the process because they're working maybe outside of like the county's restriction, or they have to be with the county as far as them being on the same page as far as the legal portion of it. So I think that takes a long time too. But with us, like I said before, with our county that we worked with, it was pretty much a smooth transition, basically.
Did you guys see it as like, you know what, this is meant to be. This is why this is going like this. You guys took it as a sign. Did you guys take it as a sign, like, you know what, this is our son. This is like how.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Aww.
Yeah. It was meant to be. Do
they tell you the backstory of like the background of the adopted child at the time, or no? Or they keep that private?
They told us no. When they first called us in for that one meeting, saying that we have a child that that fits your criteria, where they want to place one. They told us like everything, and I actually have a recording of it here somewhere. It's actually in the cloud, basically, of what the lady told us. Like the lady said, then the mom had to get basically her son taken away due to like drug abuse at the hospital. There was like traces of drugs found in the system. So like right then and there that he was pulled.
Wow. I don't know if you want to share this, but did you guys talk to Andrew already about it, or is that something you guys are not going to do, or did he ask?
In that parenting class that we went to once a week, they said if you want to start off good, it's best to kind of like tell them at a younger age so they can get familiar with the idea that they were adopted. And once he was a little old enough to understand things, that we always told him that, his biological mom was sick and he had to be, we were taking care of him basically, and we're his, new mom and dad. There's books out there that help you with the transition from being like a foster parent to a full-time adoption or adoptive parent. But with Andrew, he's pretty smart. So he kind of knows, the deal. He's like, Dad, I'm not Mexican. So he knows that we're not like his real parents, but he obviously, he's all that he really he's all that he knows. We're all that he knows and all that he remembers. He doesn't even remember like him being with that first family for 11 months.
Oh wow.
Aw, his memories are with you guys.
And do you guys
Yeah.
also get to decide if the biological parents have contact, or it works different now that he's legally adopted?
They ask you that question in your application at first if you want to make contact with like the legal guardian or the biological mom or dad. And we just kind of put down maybe or yes, kind of like just to put it down, but not like really react on it. Because we didn't know what obviously their situation was, and we didn't know what they're into, if they're trying to get him back or anything like that. But we have it where if anything, the county and the social worker is kind of like the middle person in it. So we can also send stuff to the county, and then they can send it to the bio mom or dad, and then vice versa.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's say the bio mom was to send a letter to Andrew. You guys would decide, or you guys would leave it up to him? Like whether he reads it or whether he gets it.
Or he wants it.
Yeah, I mean, she could do that if she wanted to, as far as sending like a letter. And she did. She made contact with the county, and then the county called me randomly out of the blue a couple of years ago about, hey, the bio mom wants to know if she can, have like a picture of him or some type of information of how's he doing or what's he look like or any of that kind of stuff that she's asking for. They asked me that, and my wife and I decided if basically the social worker for the county says, hey, you could do something or you don't have to do anything. It's up to you. So it's kind of like at our discretion.
Okay.
Got
But
it.
at the time, we really didn't do anything because
You didn't feel
she's
comfortable,
kind of
or
like
what?
in the wrong crowd,
Yeah.
you would say.
Yeah. So for
Kristen
to
actually
protect
keeps
Andrew,
tabs
no.
on her because she's a stalker.
Oh. Wow.
She's a stalker?
Kristen, stalker.
Oh.
Oh. Got it.
Like we know like her full name. We know, the bio dad's, where he's at, kind of like that. But, we haven't acted on it or anything like that.
Okay. But what do you think? Like once Andrew's a full adult or whatnot, and he comes to you and be like, "Hey, dude, I want to."
Hey, you man.
I want to reach out to my biological parents. Is that something you would handle at the moment, or do you have an idea, or like that's come across your mind once in a blue moon, and you know how to respond to that?
Well, with him, he's always said that he knows that he has like a sister from the bio mom, younger sister that he wants to meet one day.
Oh.
So he's seen her because the lady has her, her social media like public,
Oh.
and so you can kind of,
So you were saying the mom, her social media is public.
yeah, her social media is public. So kind of, Kristen, she keeps tabs on her, kind of just to see like his sister and how she's looking, and she looks just like my son. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you could always. He knows already, but I don't know if he's willing to like go like the whole. When he's 18, he can get all that information if he's 18 already, because his case would be open.
Wow.
So it's just kind of, I guess, up to him what he wants to do on that. But I guess I would, be supportive if he wanted to go and, meet her one day.
Okay.
Is it hard being an adoptive parent? Just like, any other parent, it's just hard in general.
I would say maybe the only thing would be like the background of like your child, as far as as far if there's any like medical history in the family that obviously you wouldn't know about, if unless you talk to like the biological parents to know what their family history is as far as medical condition. I think that would be like the only part as far as difficulties.
Yeah.
Got it. Andrew is mixed with what exactly?
Black and white.
Oh, he's a beautiful kid.
Yeah,
I'm very excited for
beautiful eyes.
for the Figueroas in the future.
Oh, he's a lady killer with those eyes.
He is.
For sure.
He's oh my god, he's beautiful. I love it. Okay, Andrew comes in the picture. How does the family react? I mean, is this something that you guys talked about? That you guys told them? Was it secretive? Was it just between you and your wife, or they knew this was the next step for you guys?
Oh no, they everybody knew that we were trying to adopt for sure. Because I think Kristen's mom wrote a letter of recommendation for her side.
Okay.
I don't know if I needed one. I forget. I did. I think I did need one. I don't know who wrote it though.
Oh.
Or I think my brother-in-law wrote it for me on my side.
Okay.
Because he's the one who introduced us together, Kristen and I.
Oh.
I didn't know that. That's cute.
That could be a part 2 of Story Handy.
The love doctors.
Back-to-back shows.
Oh.
So yeah, everybody was supportive. I mean, they knew that we were trying to have kids for 4 years, and the process of it going through. And even Kristen tried to do we tried in vitro before that, years before the adoption came up, and that was unsuccessful.
That must have been hard.
Yeah, everybody was supportive.
That's awesome. Because sometimes they're like, I guess there's always like, side comments like, no, just have a real baby, or try to have a real baby and stuff like that. And it's just like, I'm sorry, we've been trying and it's not as easy as we want it to be. So, adoption is
yeah. That is also one of the struggles of being Hispanic, is because they just assume, hey, you're a Hispanic male, you should have like 5 kids by now. What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's true. That's facts. They could be cruel. Well, me working with kids, I see a lot of shit, honestly, and it breaks my heart. And a lot of these kids do need family, so I'm really happy that you guys got to adopt Andrew, because some kids do need a home, and it's heartbreaking with they don't want to adopt kids, or they don't want to, or something happens and they're in the system, and it's sad. So it's really nice that there's people like you and Christian out there that are willing to give a kid a home, a life.
I really don't think though this was like meant to be.
Yeah.
It like I see our nephew, and I feel like he fits perfectly in your family. And
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even how he looks. I mean, people look at him and they look at Kristen, and obviously they wouldn't be able to tell that he's adopted.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, they look at him and they look at me, and then they're like, "Wait a minute, what's this guy up to?"
Hey, who's that guy?
The milkman.
In Spanish, there's the
Sancho.
The Sancho.
The Sancho. There you go. I was gonna say that. They're like, "Oh, where'd you go?" With the Sancho. I love that. Is Andrew learning Spanish?
He was learning a few words on his little tablet, but nothing like, obviously I can't teach him anything. So
he's going to teach you.
He said he wants to take it. He said he wants to take it in school. He wants to learn the proper Spanish from Spain.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
That's a good way to learn.
Yeah.
Because you don't want the cochinadas. The cochinadas will always just pop out randomly. You'll hear them.
Definitely not.
Are you guys open to another adoption, or just Andrew is it for now?
Oh man, this is going to be a long story if I tell you this one, but I'll give you a quick version of it. So randomly, once we had Andrew, about maybe a year or two into it, we get this random call that from the county saying, "Hey, you're, so and so's adoptive parent, right?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, he has a sister that we have in, our custody that he needs maybe to get placed. You checked your box that if there was ever a situation that he had a brother or sister that need adoption, you would do it." And we were like, "Yeah." But what turned out was the bio mom, I guess, had a run-in or something like that, and she had a daughter like right after my son was born, like a year apart.
Oh, wow.
But nobody knew it in the system because she had it in another state. So the county out here didn't recognize it, and I guess she fell on hard times, and they ended up, having the kid, and they wanted us to like go down and pick her up to, a place to stay, basically foster her. And I was on my way out to work, and this was like after like we had like a car seat for a baby, so we didn't have like anything to go get the girl. And then we were, going back and forth of like, do we just go get her and get a car seat real quick or something? Or, I'm on my way to work right now, and I was working nights at the time. So this was like in late afternoon, early evening time. So we said, that's the right thing to do. So we called the social worker back, and the social worker said, well, if it's okay, we can place her with somebody that was like a lot closer at the time, or somebody that was ready to go. And if if they need more time with the girl, or she has to stay longer, then they'll call us. So I guess it was weird because what happened was that I think she was in LA County where they picked up the little girl and the mom, and we're in Riverside County, and I guess the counties, they don't really communicate that well. So things got mixed up. So she ended up going into a foster home in San Bernardino County, which is another county out here. So it was kind of weird. And then I guess the judge asked the mom to do some type of like rehab or rehabilitation treatment. And if she did that, she was eligible to get her daughter back. But if we didn't, at that time, she was doing okay, and the foster family was doing everything for her little girl. But we really didn't want to get involved too much, because then the bio mom, would know that we also have her son, her biological son, and I think that's what kind of scared us a little bit. And then we didn't want to bring another girl, his sister, in, and then next thing you know, when it's time to go, the little girl's gone, and what do I tell Andrew? Because it could be confusing for him. If this makes sense. I'm sorry if it's all over the place.
No,
I get it.
I'm picturing everything.
Yeah.
The counties, where we at.
You're so dumb.
What? I'm a visual person.
Yeah, it would be like 3 counties working together to bring the kid to our home.
Yeah.
Which would be fine with us if it was, worst case scenario, but she was doing fine with an adoptive family where she was currently at.
Yeah.
So wait, she got adopted by another family?
No, what happened was the adoptive family was just fostering her until the mom completed her rehab
to clean up,
and then got clean and sober and everything like that, and then they were able to place the little girl back with the mom.
Yeah, I remember you told me this story.
So she's back with the bio mom?
Yeah, she's back with the mom.
And then from what we see, like I said, on her social media, that she's been fine as far as kind of cleaned up her act, and
Does she only have that one daughter, or she has more kids?
No, she has actually an older daughter that's in her maybe late 20s, maybe.
Oh wow! Wow,
like,
that's
my little Andrew's like an uncle, basically, because that daughter of hers
Really?
has 2 kids. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
that's so shocking to me because I would think that I would want to protect my siblings. And like if I see that my mom's going downhill, like and my little brother is
You would adopt me?
I would adopt you. I forcefully had to take care of you like you were my kid. I was a mom at 5.
I'd be a cool adoptive child.
We were talking about your son has an older sister. She already has kids. And do you ever think that she's wondering where he's at or she's tried to look for him?
I think she's probably wondering where he's at, but with the whole name change and new identity, I think it'd be very hard to find him if they're really looking. But like you would see, like sometimes, like on her social media, she would post pictures saying, "Oh, my baby, he's out there somewhere, wishing him like a happy birthday." Little things like that. She would do that for a long time, and then I think recently she like quit doing that. Like when it was his birthday.
Oh wow.
And you guys still kept his same birthday? I don't know if this is a dumb question.
I would ask her. Go ahead.
Did you guys keep the same birthday? Did you guys give him a new birthday? Are you guys celebrating the adopting
All
day?
good questions.
I'm trying to be as serious as possible.
Andy knows that we are serious right now.
I'm sorry.
I think everything you could change except for the birthday part.
Oh.
I don't think you could do that, or I don't know of that, but I don't think so.
I think that was a dumb question, right? I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. That happens.
I apologize.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
It's okay.
This is good information. They changed the social life. Andrew now being, what is he, 9? 8.
He's gonna be 9, no?
Yeah.
Andy?
No, he turned 9 back in November.
Oh, okay.
He's a Scorpio baby.
So this year he'll be 10.
Wow.
10 years, dude. That is crazy.
10 years. And almost taller than you, Diana.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
That doesn't count. She's short.
Mind
She's
your
like,
business.
how tall are you? 5 feet?
5'2", asshole.
Oh.
You're like 5'4", like chill.
I'm 5'5".
Really?
Yeah.
From where?
You're ugly. Come at me.
Mind your business. Anyways, yes, the last time I went to California, I mean,
Last week.
it was a month ago, right, Andy? It was like a month ago that I went to California.
Okay.
It only seemed like last week you were here.
I know, right?
It was a month ago.
I did meet up
So
with you.
he's almost as tall as you?
He is definitely tall. He's going to be tall.
Embarrassing.
He's going to be a handsome, tall, little guy, breaking hearts.
Wow.
Figueroa style.
I see that.
He's going to be, excuse
Lady
me.
killer.
Yeah, lady killer. Like that TikTok. Excuse me, bro. You're excused. I'm
He's
not
going to
your
be
bro.
showing me pictures of his cochinadas.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like, look, Dad, this is my chica, this is my hyena, this is my ruca, you know?
Oh, wow.
Cali style.
Yes.
Cali style.
Wow. Oh.
I'm counting down the days for that.
Is Kristen ready for that?
Kristen, no, she thinks I'm retarded or stupid for thinking that.
Oh.
No, it's
She
going
thinks
to
her
happen.
Andrew's going to be respectful and a gentleman.
I mean, we could hope that happens.
One could hope, yeah.
Could hope.
Yeah, we could hope. Oh, for sure, but I don't know.
Every kid I thought it was going to be better than the one before.
Ariana's pretty good.
Ariana's all right. Ariana's my weird child.
I always tell Ariana, I was like, hey, when I'm older and I have nowhere to sleep, where are you going to let me sleep in your house? She said the couch.
Andy, Diana has my daughter remembering her fasting hours. She's like,
Oh my God.
what time can I eat? And my little kid's like 3 p.m.
And then she'll be like, you can eat now. She's very responsible.
Yeah. She's her talking
She's
app.
also your personal coach.
Yeah.
She is. She's right now. She's like the one, like, like, oh, we can go to grandma's and grandpa's and she won't get bored. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
That's fine.
When we first explained to my kids that Diana was having anxiety, and one time me and my husband were talking shit about Diana.
Great.
And then she was in the table and then she goes, you can't tell her that because she's going to cry.
Yeah. See? Already picking up on emotions. See, we love that. We love that for a kid.
So she channels through.
She does.
Oh yeah, for sure. They pick up things quick.
Yeah, because her other kids are teenagers, and they're just like, you're
They don't
weird.
give a shit.
They'll be like, oh, wow, she's weird.
Yeah.
Another one's mean. And Jaylene is mean, and then she's weird.
Yeah. Diana's weird and Jaylene is mean.
Yeah. I told him the other day, which one would you pick? The weird one or the mean one? I'm like, I would pick the weird one.
They would stay with your Luis.
I know. I'm dead. We call Louis the lawyer of the family, by the way.
We all have titles.
Yeah. Cynthia, what are you
I'm the shit talker.
Yeah.
I talk shit. The other day, my dad admitted that he's scared of me.
Andy, do you know that Dad's scared of Cynthia?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Dad is scared of Cynthia.
Well, I would be.
Yeah.
Former taco girl.
No, I don't think he's scared of, like, I feel like a few things. I don't even scared. He's not scared of the police. He's not scared of dying.
Because I just tell things like they are.
Yeah.
And I think my personality is a little strong.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we all have different titles.
Diana's the accountant.
I'm the accountant of the family.
Jaylene's there for fun.
Jaylene's there to keep us on our toes. If you ever want honest truth and want to see, if you want your self-esteem to go down, call Yailin. She will definitely tell you what not to do.
Yeah, Jaylene is very straightforward too.
Yeah, she's very blunt. Yeah.
Millennials these days, huh?
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm a millennial.
Is she a
She's
millennial?
no.
No, she's a Gen
Z.
Z or something.
Yeah,
Gen Z. She is a Gen Z.
She's a TikTok baby. No, she's not a TikTok baby. No, she's a Gen Z.
No, she's a Gen Z.
Yeah. So we all have like different.
Wow, that's kind of crazy because the Gen Zs are like the ones that are so sensitive with everything. You can't even tell them anything anymore.
Oh, that's how she is.
Yeah, that's how she is. But she'll offend you before you offend her.
Yeah, except me.
Oh.
Yeah.
She doesn't tell me shit. Like, once she starts talking shit to me, I will make her cry in 5 seconds.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Wow.
She doesn't watch us.
She does not care for us.
She does not care for us at all.
I think she watches them when she's like cleaning the house and like her dog is like bored or something.
Her dog likes us.
Yeah. Her dog's name is Bentley and he's really cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's all she cares about.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
She always tells me my kids are ugly.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, she's very straightforward.
Yeah.
And then she'll tell me, she's like,
She is ruthless.
the little one is losing her cuteness. Have another one.
She tells her that too. She's mean, dude. I swear. But
Wow.
for her karma, she will have mixed babies too if she sticks to this plan right now. So
You're stupid. Her boyfriend is not a plan.
a plan B.
You're stupid.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna definitely edit this part out because she's gonna kill me when I get home if she sees this.
Yeah, she'll cry.
Andy, thank you so much for sharing your adoptive journey. I appreciate it. I think a lot of people will, also connect with this if they're trying to adopt, thinking about it, or just learning how the process works. I know we are in a different state, so maybe things are different for other people here. But I think this is cool. This is what I like about us, that we talk silly, but then we talk about actual things that are happening.
Yeah.
So I like this.
Thank you so much for being on the call.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your time. I'm sorry you're probably busy with your grandma, and we took up a whole hour.
Yeah, shout out to your grandma.
It's fine. I have her tucked in the corner looking at the wall.
I'm dead. Tell them your Mexican sisters are keeping you up.
Yeah.
Thank you to Kristen too, because you guys are going through this journey together. I'm so excited to see Andrew grow taller than me. But I'm just very excited for the future. I feel like now it's like Cynthia's kids, Lewis's kids, and one day if I have kids, we're all just making our own little
The
next generation.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see how that's gonna play out.
Oh, okay.
Andy, would you like to send any special shout outs?
Yeah, we always ask, the people that are on the call for a shout out. So this is your time to shine.
Where do I start?
He has a list.
Actually, I have no shout out.
To Andrew, Kristen.
Yeah, I really don't care about them. I don't know. I guess I'll just give you guys shouts out for producing a fun and interesting podcast week after week.
Oh,
thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother, for supporting us. I think we were saying that you were one of the first person that we told
Found
that,
out about the podcast.
that we were having, So thank you, Andy, for being on the call. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being very honest about your journey with adoption. No shout outs because, that's okay.
He shouted us out.
That's also cool. But hopefully
I shouted out my 2 favorite sisters.
Oh,
yay! Just
don't
2.
Don't tell you.
We won't. But thank you, and I'm like I said, I'm very excited for the future and just how our kids are gonna grow up, and they're just I don't know, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
Hoping that we will meet very soon. Hopefully in 6 months, if you know what I mean.
Jelly bean.
Yeah, that might be a long shot right there. I think I have a better chance of driving a Ford 66 than that one.
Oh wow, we might surprise you.
Yeah.
We have a curveball. We have a curveball.
Yeah. But
We will talk about in a little bit.
Whoa, curveball! You give me a heart attack.
No. Well, it is a curveball, but it's a good curveball.
yes.
Okay.
Should we close out the episode with Andy? You want to close out the episode with us? We say bye.
But you have to like look at the like look forward and like put your like the peace sign.
Yeah.
So it's like
Asian fingers.
Asian fingers.
What? I look Asian.
Okay. We're gonna close out the video. Thank you so much, Andy, for being on tonight.
Ready? We're gonna say it.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we're gonna close out. You're gonna say bye at the same time, okay?
Guys, thank you guys for watching and listening. This is an episode with our brother Andy via California and Chicago time. So we're gonna close it out together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Bye.